ahead and get started, get this party on the road. We got a nice crowd. This is awesome. I'm Miss Cox. I'm one of the assistant principals here in the high school. We have 3 assistant principals and 1 principal, Coach Wells. They may be coming in and out, and I'll introduce them when they come in. We'll just stop what we're talking about and let them talk. But I'm just here to talk to you about coming to high school, guys. Several of you we've already interacted with. We did our one-on-one scheduling, get to know you a little bit. Some of you come over here in the afternoons, and that we got to know some of you through that. Here's Coach Wells right now. Come on in, Coach Wells. We're going to take a minute. He's the man of the hour. This is our principal, Mark Wells.
The only thing about following Ms. Cox is you got to raise the microphone about 12 inches after she speaks. I want to thank you for being here tonight. My name is Mark Wells. This is my 18th year at John Hardin High School. I started out as a, thank you, I appreciate that. I started out as a teacher and coach. I did that for 12 years, got into administration, and I've been principal the last 4 years. I can't tell you how proud I am of this school, students and staff, the direction we've gone, the changes we've made over the last 4 or 5 years has been unbelievable. I love the atmosphere that we have here at John Hardin. We are a family. You'll hear me say that 100 times over the next school year, and we truly exemplify that. We truly take care of each other. That's something that we ingrain in our students as we go along. I want to introduce 2 people to you real quick if I can. I have Miss Snow. She is our Youth Service Director. Thank you. Peggy Snow. And then a new position that I'm really excited about. We're lucky to have Kim Case back. Miss Case comes to us from Bardstown High School. Her position is unique. It's the first time we've had this here at John Hardin. We've explored some other high schools around the state to see what they do, and this is an idea that we've kind of taken from them. She is the career and college readiness coach. She is going to meet with individual students, probably more so with juniors and seniors right off the bat, but she's going to really look at each individual student and see what kind of direction they're going. We want every student at John Hardin to graduate with some kind of plan. Whether that's career, military, or college, we want to help your student get there. So she's going to help us out with that. So we're excited to have Miss Snow and Miss Case, excuse me, sorry about that, here this year. If you have any questions tonight, do not hesitate to ask. Come find me, come find any of my staff. We're more than willing to help you. If you leave here tonight with a question, that's okay. You can email me at any time. You can find my email address on our school website. You can come by my office. My door is always open. Call me on the phone, email me, whatever you need to do. I'm pretty good about getting back with parents because that's what I expect as a parent of a student at Hardin County Schools as well. So anytime you need to communicate with me, don't hesitate. Thank you for being here tonight. I'm going to try to run and get in the other 3 meetings as well. We appreciate you being here. Welcome to the Bulldog family, John Hardin students.
So back to where we started. There's a couple things, but we also have some new people in the crowd. Maybe you've just enrolled, maybe you've transferred from another school in the district or even from out of state, so we may not know you. We try to get to know everybody here on a personal level at some point. We are the smallest school in the district. North Hardin's got almost twice the numbers of students we have, and then Central Hardin's even larger than that. So us being small is a great thing because we can get to know our students a little bit better. As far as administration and counseling go, it's all divided by your alphabet. Okay, Coach McElfresh, he's the assistant principal. He has students whose last name are A through G. I have students who are alphabet H through M, and then Mr. Wilkerson has N through Z. In the counseling department, they only have 2 counselors. So Miss Tara Graziano has the first half of the alphabet. I think she's like A through J. And then Coach Lewis has K through Z. So that's kind of how we do it. It doesn't mean that other people won't talk to you as well, because I build relationships with kids that maybe aren't necessarily in my alphabet. And that's okay. But that's who is assigned at the time when you come into John Hardin. A couple of things that I want to talk about. Coach Wells talked about us being a family. We're big on that. We take care of each other. It's just different here. I worked at a school up the road in the northern end of the county for about 18 years, even graduated from that high school, but coming here is different, and you just have to be here to see it. But coming in as a freshman, it's a whole new world, guys, and we want to make that transition as easy as possible. He was talking about the college and career coach, Miss Case, that we've brought back. That is huge, because in this day and age, I mean, not everybody is going to college, and that's fine. But what we do want to help everybody have a plan before they leave, whether they're going to go straight to the workforce, whether they're going to go to the military, or whether or not they're going on to college. So we try to get it down. That's why we ask you to look at those pathways. Doesn't mean you're stuck in that pathway. It's hard to change pathways the further along you get in the pathway. I mean, most like juniors and seniors, like he said, it's going to be difficult to complete a pathway in just a year or so. You guys have the opportunity, starting off as freshmen, you have 4 years. I know your first year, you're not going to have a lot of electives, and that's okay, because every year you go, you're going to have more and more. Just as an example, I have a nephew that's going to be a junior here. He'll only be in this building half the day. He'll be going to College and Career Center half the day, and because he only needs a couple classes here. So it is a lot when you first get here as a freshman, and then as a sophomore, you have some more electives, but every year you get more and more. A couple things that I want to talk about. One that's really different than at the middle school level is that students, you guys are working for credits now, okay? It's not necessarily about the grade, but you have to pass the class to get a credit for it. Unfortunately, I know there are situations where in middle school, maybe sometimes a student might not have passed the class and they just still move on with their grade. Let's say, for example, Algebra 1, if you happen to fail Algebra 1, you got to take it again, and you got to keep taking it again until you pass it, and that's because high schools are required to earn Carnegie units, or we could just call them credits. So we'll talk about that. You have to have 5.5 credits by the end of your freshman year to be considered a sophomore. And then at the end of your sophomore year, you need to have 12 credits to be considered a junior. And then by the end of your junior year, you need to have at least 18 to be considered a freshman. Now, does that mean that you're not going to school here? No, it just means that you're a little bit behind on your credits, because we got to ultimately get to 26 credits to graduate. So that's been honestly the biggest difference for freshmen coming in, is that they don't understand that. And a lot of times at the end of the first trimester, you have 5 classes a day for 12 weeks. And then that class is over. That's it. And then you get a whole new set of classes for the second trimester, 5 more classes. And then for the third trimester, 5 more classes. So you have an opportunity. You have 15 classes a year. You have an opportunity to earn 7.5 credits, because each class is a half a credit. Every class you're in, you can earn a half a credit for that class. And it doesn't matter the grade, as long as you at least pass the class, you get the credit. Now, I know if you're going to get into some of the honor societies and things like that, grades are very important, don't get me wrong. But we also have sometimes have issue with students who, at the end of the first trimester, they've failed 4 out of 5 classes. And we try to target those kids and help those kids, hey, let's get back on track because we're a little bit behind now. So credits are huge. There's plenty of people to help you. We've got interventions in place twice a week. We do, we call it Focus 40. And the way that works, math and English have priority. So if your math teacher or your English teacher feels that you need a little individualized attention, they're going to put you on their list that, hey, you go to them. But if you're not on somebody's Focus 40 list, guys, you can choose to go wherever you want to go. You can go to any teacher's classroom that day for that 40 minutes. You can get help in any class. Sometimes the clubs will meet during those times. They'll get their officers and people together. But that's Focus 40. It's on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But we use that as an intervention to try to make sure students are progressing along and we're not losing those credits. The next thing on my list that's really important are tardies. If you come to school, well, you can be tardy to school just like you can in elementary or middle school. But during the day, when the bell rings, you've got 6 minutes to get to your next class. If you don't make it, and the bell, and there's a 1 minute bell, it goes beep, beep, beep. You'll learn to recognize that bell. You know you have 1 minute to get where you're going, because after that minute, the teacher shut the door and you're tardy. And so they'll tell you, go get a tardy slip from the tardy window. And if you start racking up those tardies, then you got to start going to detention after school, and that's not fun. So try to stay on top of your schedule. That's why tonight is very important, that you figure out where in the building your classes are. I'll try to explain real quickly how this building works, because it's laid out funny. In the commons where we all just were, on the other side is the main academic area of the building. On the bottom floor, they're all 100 level. All the rooms will have 100s. Above them are the 200 hallways. And then over on this side of the building, where we got the PAC and band and choir and art and all these classes, the bottom level are 300 level, that's the room numbers. So we don't have a third floor. And then 400 levels are upstairs on this side. So just kind of figuring out where your schedule is, where the stairs are, how to get from one room to the other is important, so you don't start racking up those tardies. Parents and guardians, make sure you're checking in Infinite Campus. Students will bring home a folder. We do first day folders. We put them all in one folder, and they're just going to bring the folder home to you. And hopefully on one side they've got it organized to where these are just the documents you keep at home, and then on the other side are the sign, fill out, and send back to the school. Please make sure that emails and phone numbers are accurate. This is my 29th year in education, and there's times when we got to call home. There might be an emergency, and none of the numbers in Infinite Campus work, and we can't get a hold of anybody, and that's really scary when we can't get a hold of a parent or guardian, and we have a problem with a kid. So make sure you're sending in accurate emails and phone numbers. Lockers. Over the years, our students have kind of quit using the lockers. I don't know why. They all carry their backpacks around. Lockers are available, and we used to issue them out of every homeroom. This year, and we're going to do approach that we took last year, is during lunch at the administrative table, right in the middle of the cafeteria, you can come up and say, I want a locker, and just tell us what part of the building you want the locker. And we will give you a locker in that area, because some people may never come to this end of the building. There's no point in having somebody's locker down here. So if you say, hey, I like to have it over here, it's where most of my classes are, Coach Mack will assign you a locker and give you a combination, and we have plenty of lockers. I think last year, to be honest with you, we only gave out about 80 lockers out of 900 students. So a lot of students aren't using them. We have plenty, but you will be able to get those during lunch. And just come to the center table. We call it the center table. I don't know why. But and say, hey, can I get a locker? Athletics, if you're part of athletics, on our webpage, you can just go to www.gojohnhardin.com. That's all the athletic information. That's where you're going to find any of your physical forms that you need to fill out, schedules, all kinds of stuff about athletics, and that's at gojohnhardin.com. That can be accessed from our webpage as well. So if you're involved with that and not sure where to get information, you can check the website out. The next thing that I have on the list talks about we want you to be involved in as many things as you can. High school experience, we want you leaving here and say it's the best time of my life. And with that, get involved. We have all kinds of clubs, athletics, after-school events, academic clubs, Beta Club, DECA Club, FCCLA, FFA, you name it, archery, bowling, we probably got it. Get involved. But one thing that freshmen struggle with a little bit coming in is announcements are made every morning and afternoon, and your teachers do a pretty good job, and usually the students in the class will be like, hey, hold it down, we can't hear, because that's where all the information is disseminated, is in, if all of a sudden it's raining and we can't have baseball practice, that's going to come on those announcements. And if you're talking to your buddy and you miss it, it's going to come across the television. Make sure you ask somebody. That's generally how we communicate all information about activities, clubs, and things of that nature. Also, we've got a Facebook page, a Twitter page, an Instagram page, all that stuff is coming at you 100 mile an hour. Parents, students as well. Follow us. I'm going to, one thing I'm going to work on tomorrow is most people's phones. If you have a smartphone, you can scan one of those little QR codes, especially students and parents, and you'll be able to scan that and it'll just take you straight to our Facebook page or Twitter page or whatnot. You can also get to them from our school webpage if that interests you. What else am I missing? Oh, the last thing that I had to talk about, and it's my least favorite to talk about. And guys, that's just drama. Okay, we leave a lot of it at high school or at middle school. We don't bring it with us into high school. You are here, and you are the person who is the most concerned about you. Think about that for a minute, freshmen. No one, I mean, your parents, they're going to care and they're going to push you and they're going to be there, but no one else in this building is more concerned about you than you are, okay? When we start getting involved in all that social drama, and he said, she said, and you're getting called down to the office because you're in the middle of some kind of what we call middle school drama, you're missing out on class time. You're missing out on things that are going to end up hurting you down the road. We try to squash that. But if you're having an issue, hey, we want to help you fix that because we don't want to have that in this building. Coach Wells talked for a minute about being a family. We strive on being a family. Our motto is family, respect, success. And we got to help you work through those things. That's a learning process as well. But some of it, and you all know, some of it is petty. Leave it behind. Okay, y'all are going to be driving soon, and we're getting out into the real world, and we're here to help you make that transition super easy. But we have plenty of people. You'll probably find a teacher here that you really like and really connect with. They're here to help you. But tell somebody if something's going on so we can get to the bottom of it, because it does just kind of slows down our educational process if we're just dealing with all this drama. So let's try to leave that behind, make that a goal of yours. Tonight, it's going to be very simple the way it works. We're going to be done here in just a few minutes, and then we'll release. And you can do a meet and greet, wander around the building, find where your classes are, meet your teachers, and then probably around 7:15-ish, Coach Wells will come on and make an announcement. And we'll have the back-to-school bash outside. That's where all of our athletics and all of our clubs and activities have tables set up. We got free food. If you've had a sibling or something and been here in the past, you know we have hamburgers, hot dogs, chips, drinks, you name it. That's all free. Help yourself. We got a DJ. We got a lot going on outside. And we just try to throw a little hour party tonight to kick off the school year. Can anybody think of something that maybe I can answer that's good for the whole crowd that I've missed? Yes? What? The school ID? Yeah, they're going to, did you all have lunch codes at Bluegrass Middle School? It's like a 5 or 6 digit number? Okay, did y'all say yes? Okay, so your school ID, there's just 4 numbers in front of that. If you go in Infinite Campus, or you parents, most of y'all familiar with the campus portal, their school ID number is on there. And I'm glad I said that. That was a great question because it leads me to talk about Infinite Campus. Students, download the Infinite Campus app because that's how you know exactly what your grades are at any given moment in every single class, okay? You don't have to run up to the teacher. Hey, what's my grade? I'm 5 points from a B. Okay, or I'm almost at an A. You can look that up yourself without having somebody else look it up on the computer for you. So when you go to that Infinite Campus portal, you will put in your student ID number. And if you don't know this code, the district code is like RD, RT, RM, or something. You put that in only one time. You never have to put that in again. And then your password, it's going to be your first initial, then your last initial, and then your birth date. So my birth date is May 13th, so mine would be FC0513 I'm not going to tell you the last two because that'll tell you how old I am. And but that's really simple. Your password is your first and last initial within your birthday, and pull it up on your phone any given time, wherever you're at. You have access to that. But the ID code, anybody can look that up on the computer. But if you have access to the portal, a lot of the first four numbers are like 2120, 1947. It just depends on what district you first enrolled in school at as to what those first four digits are. And yes, you will use that to punch in for your lunch code and things like that. Everything's going digital. So if you want to know it tonight before you leave, find me out there. We'll look it up. If you don't know where to find that, I'll help you find that. Good question. Very good question. Anybody else got a question? Yes, ma'am. What'd you say? Where do you get volunteer forms? Oh, the volunteer forms. Okay, so, well, actually, our volunteer coordinator happens to be in the audience. If you'll stand up for just a second. This is Miss Jetty. She works in our library. She is in charge of all of our volunteers. So that's the lady you would see, but they should also be on our school webpage. Yes. Yes. Good question. We need volunteers. Anybody else? Awesome. Okay, guys, if you have any individual questions, I'm here, plus find any staff member. But try to find your classes. Now, you're only looking in the first column. Those are your 5 classes for the first trimester. Welcome to John Hardin.
My name is Mark Wells. I'm the principal at John Hardin High School. Tonight we're here for our open house and back to school bash. We're excited to see all our John Hardin family members, our students, staff, and parents. Students are able to go around, look at their schedules, and find their classrooms tonight. We have all our clubs, organizations, sports teams available so they can find out what's happening at John Hardin High School and get more involved. We have food tonight, we have music. Just a good night here to get to see our friends back again over the summer, and get back in here and get ready for the start of school. We're really excited for the 18-19 school year. Got a lot of great things planned. Just really excited about what's going to happen this school year here at John Hardin High School.
I'm Samantha Sutton. I'm a junior.
And I'm Nia Sims, and I'm also a junior.
We're passing out schedules as Beta Club.
Here at John Hardin today, and we're having a great time.
And we can't wait for school.
Hi, John Hardin students. I'm working tonight at the Back to School Bash, and I just want to wish you a great year. We're working the football table. We're looking to a great season. I'm Kelly Smith, your booster president and your site-based member. Have a great year.
My name is Caleb Fitzgerald, and I am an officer in the Y Club. And Y Club, we do a lot of community service. We give back to the community, and we also go to KYA, and KYA is a mock Kentucky legislature event, and we also go to CUNA, which is a mock United Nations assembly, and we give back to the community, and we do social events to help the school and to get us well known, and so on and so forth. And that's all I have for you.
Hello, my name is Sergeant First Class Wilson. I'm the local Army recruiter for John Hardin in the Elizabethtown area. If you have questions about the Army Reserves or the U.S. Active Army, come by and ask away. I have jobs ranging from pilot all the way to medical. So if you want to hear more, come by the Recruiting Center on Dixie Highway right next to McAllister's.
Hi, I'm Madison Walters. I'm volunteering in help of my mother, Peggy Snow, at the Youth Service Center. And today we're just kind of giving out information about Safe Place. It is an organization that helps youth and teens find a safe place if they're in danger, and it also is a helpline that you can text. So we're giving out lanyards, pencils, pens, and just kind of getting the word out.
Hey guys, my name's Tyler Powers. I'm the general manager down there at Cricket Wireless in Radcliffe at the corner of Walmart Way and Dixie Boulevard. We're out here today at the John Hardin Back to School Bash, giving out free school supplies. So the main deal with Cricket is we love unity within the community, and we're out here to show some support to the alumni at John Hardin.
My name's Coach Indestra, the new head coach for the John Hardin softball girls softball team. Just now getting to the area, We're looking at 3 different priorities this year. We're looking at culture, recruiting, and facilities. We want to change the culture of John Hardin softball. We want to encourage all girls to come out, get involved in softball. We want to recruit obviously the best girls in our area, okay? And we want to work on our facilities. We want the best facilities in the area. We encourage everybody to come out, play some softball with John Hardin. Thank you.
Bookkeeper for John Hardin. I'm selling parking permits. They're $10 and you will get that from the security officer. You'll fill out this with your parent and then you'll bring it back in and you'll get your parking permit. Go.
Hi, I'm Najoni McDermott. I'm the editor of the John Hardin yearbook, and right now we're selling yearbooks at the Back to School Bash that people had previously purchased last year. And then during this upcoming school week, people can purchase new yearbooks because we have a couple of extras, and they can purchase those for $60.
And I'm Nicholas Novaka. I'm on FFA. I'm the secretary, and I'm on the John Hardin archery team. We're going to have a great year, and I'm excited. Back to you, James.
Tonight we had our open house and Back to School Bash for our new year that starts on Thursday. Freshmen through seniors were able to come and pick up their schedules and meet their teachers and talk to the administration. Afterwards, we had this big bash. We had cookout food and all the clubs and sports could be out and have tables, and students could meet these individuals and decide what extracurricular activities they wanted to be involved in. It's been a great night. Students, we want you to come back here on Thursday. If you need anything, the admin, the teachers, and everyone here at John Hardin is willing to help you out because you are part of our John Hardin family. So we're very excited about the new year.
Hi, my name's Lori Dyer. I'm the president of the John Hardin Baseball Boosters. I just wanted to welcome you guys back to school this year, tell you to get involved, whether it's baseball or another activity. We support the baseball team by doing fundraisers and providing support for concessions and field improvement and all that kind of thing. It's going to be a great school year and a great season.
My name's Cameron Waller, and the reason why you should come out for baseball is it's just you can bond, create relationships, have friends you have for your life. That's me. I met my best friends through it, and it's just a great experience. You learn a lot as a person, as a player, which it's just great. You know, I believe it creates a better person if you play it because it creates discipline. And you can, if you're really good enough, you can go up to build up and play college baseball one day.
Hi, my name's Lori Dyer. I'm the president of the John Hardin Baseball Boosters. I just wanted to welcome you guys back to school this year, tell you to get involved, whether it's baseball or another activity. We support the baseball team by doing fundraisers and providing support for concessions and field improvement and all that kind of thing. It's going to be a great school year and a great season.
Hi, I'm Anna Moyers and I'm the president of the John Hardin High School FFA chapter. So right now we're kind of just recruiting freshmen for the 2018-2019 year. We focus on agriculture education inside and outside the classroom. We have a lot of focus areas within agriculture, including animal science, agribusiness, biotechnology. Basically any area that you can think of is in agriculture. And I am so proud to have gotten the opportunity to be in this program for 4 years. And it has done so much for me, like winning my first FFA speech competition. So I encourage all freshmen and all members to be able to join and experience this with me this year and for future years.
I'd just like to point out, you might have also seen me in the John Hardin yearbook. I just want to say I'm really happy I'm a senior and college is going to be great. This is our president,
This is John Hardin.
I'm Lucy. This is Nathan, Katie, and William, and we are the DECA officers this year. DECA is a business club where you get to learn how to manage your own business, create an entrepreneurship experience, go and compete. We're going to Orlando this year, so we're going to get to go to Disney World, Universal. We're hopefully going to win glass at Internationals. Last year, me and William got to go up on stage in front of thousands of people and accept our medals, so hopefully this year we'll do even better.
Hello, my name is Jason Haycraft. I'm from Grayson County. I've been teaching for 9 years now. I'm the new math teacher here at John Hardin. I'm very excited to be a part of the team. Seems like it's going to be a great school. The math department is wonderful, very helpful. The students all seem very respectful. I look forward to working with each and every one of you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Eddie Wilkerson. I'm assistant principal at John Hardin High School. We've had a great day here today. We had a back to school bash, had a big crowd, a lot of turnout. Looking forward to the kids coming back to school. Looking forward to a great year.